Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So yesterday we finished, not that one. Sorry, wait a moment, please. I share the screen. Okay. Sayadaw Cetasika. Wait. Yesterday we talked about the Saddha, Viriya, Saddha, Sati, Hiri, Oddappa, Aloba, Adosa. Up to that we finished. Today, tatramajjhattatā. Tatramajjhattatā. Tattara, there. Majja. Majja means middle. So majjhatā, state of being middle. Okay. Remaining in the middle. So not in the side of the happiness, not in the side of the suffering. So it remains in the between suffering and happiness. So that sort of a nature is called Saddha. Okay. So let's to the page. Tatramajjhattatā. So tatramajjhattatā is upekha, neutrality. Okay, upekha. It is not a vedana. Okay, don't confuse it with the vedana. Upekha vedana is there. Upekha vedana is neither happiness nor suffering. So, but here, tatramajjhattatā is cetasika. Okay, upekha, cetasika. That does not follow. Okay, that remain in the middle. So not to be too extreme. Okay, not to be too extreme, and also not to be too loose. So sometimes, so if you tie a rope, sometimes you tie a rope very tightly, sometimes very loosely. So between this, no tight, no loose. Okay, so that's sort of a nature. Mentality is called tatramajjhattatā. Tatramajjhattatā here, it is explained with the let me see. Tatramajjhattatā. So in the word majjhatta, atta over there, majja atta, majjhatta, majji atta, majjhatta. Atta is a nature. So nature, middle nature. Okay, majji tito atta yasa di majjato. So the Dhamma that remain in between. Okay, among the Dhamma, it remain in the middle. So that sort of nature is called majjhattatā. Tatramajjhattatā. So in the whatever action, whatever function, so mental functions are there. In that function, so when tatramajjhattatā cetasika is a presence, then so it will not go too extreme and also will not go too loose. So it trying to keep a balance among these mental concomitants. So So we can understand that the tatramajjhattatā is a kind of cetasika that keep balance among the other mental concomitants. So here, so when the phassa, suppose, when we see an object, there is a phassa cetasika arises. Phassa is a touching. Okay, touching is the nature is a touching. Vedana's nature is experiencing. So in the case of the touching, when that touching phassa cetasika arise together with the tatramajjhattatā, it does not follow too much to the touching. So also if when the Vedana arises, experiencing sukha, dukkha, upekkha, that kind of Vedana arises at that time, if tatramajjhattatā is the presence, it does not follow too aggressively to the Vedana. Okay, it keeps Vedana in balance. So with the help of the tatramajjhattatā, Vedana or experiencing will not be strong, very strong. Also will not be very weak. So between strong and weak, so it keeps a balance. So that kind of a mentality is called tatramajjhattatā. Okay? Tattara here means there. So among the associated mentalities, okay, among the associated mental concomitants, so that kind of mentality, mental concomitant, keep everything in balance, or it remain in the middle. So it does not follow to the Vedana, does not follow to the Sanya, and so on. So that sort of nature is tatramajjhattatā. It has a characteristic of the Citta Cetasika samavahita lakkhana. Okay, samavahita lakkhana. Vaha, vahati, to carry. Okay, to carry. Vahita, so to make something to carry. Okay, so other mental concomitants, with the help of the tatramajjhattatā, so they carry their functions. They carry out their functions. So samavahita, when they carry out their respective functions in a balanced manner, not to go too extreme. Okay, so the presence of the tatramajjhattatā is very important in our life. Otherwise, we may be too extreme, okay, or we may be very so good or so bad, like that. So among these mentalities, among the mental concomitants, cetasikas. So when tatramajjhattatā cetasika arises, then it makes other mental citta and cetasika to carry out their functions equally. Okay. So that is samavahita. Citta cetasika na samavahita lakkhana. Samavahita lakkhana. Then firstly I will go to the function. So unadhikata nivarana rasa. Una adhika. Una means less than, adhika means much higher than. Okay. So more or less. Okay. Una less, adhika more. Varana means preventing. Rasa is a function. Unadhika varana rasa. It has a function of the preventing. Okay. Of being less or being more. Okay. Being less or being more is in terms of the power. In terms of the power of the other mental concomitants. So phassa will not be with the help of the tatramajjhattatā, phassa where carry out its function equally. Okay. Vedana also carry out its function equally. That way. So that is the function of the tatramajjhattatā. Kunadikata nivarana rasa. Okay. Another function is pekkhabhatu pachedana rasa. Pekkhabhata upachedana rasa. Pekkhabhata, pekka means the side. Bhata means falling. So, or remaining in the one side. So, upachedana. Upachedana means cutting off. Cutting off. So to cut off being in the one side. Okay. So you suppose that you have a kind of a balance. Okay. And that balance, if you put something, one side is heavier, another is lighter, then it is in one side. So with the help of the tatramajjhattatā, it will not be in one side. If both sides equally remain the same, equally remain. That is the function of the tatramajjhattatā. When our mind equally remain on the object, so without siding with this object or that object, then that is called pekkhabhata upachedana rasa. So function. And then manifestation, it manifests in our mind. It appears in our mind as majjhatta bhava, paccupatthana. Bhava is a state, the state of being in the middle, okay, middle nature. So as a middle one, it appears in our mind. So middle one is very important. Okay. So among the people also, so there are mostly two sides. Okay. So without the middle one, they will be fighting one another again and again. So but with the middle one, so mediator, they call a mediator. So mediator means they trying to pacify, they trying to make a deal with the both sides. So in order to stay without any conflict. So to make people stay, maybe different people, diverse people have a diverse nature. So they live together peacefully, harmoniously. Then for that case, we need to have a kind of a mediator. So with the help of the mediator, whatever happens, whatever problem arises or conflict arises among these people, so the mediator trying to pacify, okay, trying to keep them in balance. Okay. So also tatramajjhattatā is like this. With the presence of tatramajjhattatā, so everything, every mentality, they remain equally. So that's why when tatramajjhattatā arises in our mind, we contemplate on the tatramajjhattatā as what? As middle one, as a mediator. Okay. So proximate cause is actually does not mention in the commentaries, but Sayadaw Dr here provide so associated mentalities. Okay. Associated mentality led by the phassa, vedana, sanya, and so on. These associated mentalities are the proximate cause for the tatramajjhattatā to arise. Also, another way it is explained is that bases, okay, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, heart, they are bases, as well as sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, and thought. They are object, as well as so the associated mentalities when the our sensitivities and object they encounter. So these three things, Vattu, Aramana, and also Sambhayutta Dhamma, all of them are regarded as the proximate cause for the rising of the tatramajjhattatā. Okay. So regarding the tatramajjhattatā, there are many explanations to make tatramajjhattatā understand. So here, Father Sayadaw Dr here explained one of the example. So what he explained here is, so when a meditator observe a mentality on an object, for example, in the 16 doors, suppose if we pay attention to the nose, in breath and out breath over there, touching point over there, so other day, so sometimes we may pay attention to the materiality. Rupa Kammatthana is more obvious, then the Nama Kammatthana. So Rupa Kammatthana, if the meditator observe materiality, in the tip of the nose, at that time, thought process arises. Manodvarika, thought process arises. Mind or thought process arises. So in that mind or thought process, you may pay attention to the jhāvana impulses are there. So in the jhāvana moment, kusala jhāvana arises. That the kusala jhāvana associate when there is a wisdom, it associates with the 34 mentalities over there. So among these 34 mentalities, tatramajjhattatā also included. Tatramajjhattatā. Other than tatramajjhattatā and the other mentalities, so the object they take is a rupa only. Because at the tip of the nose, maybe hardness or softness, that is a Patavi dhatu. Sometimes heat and cold, Abho dhatu, like that we contemplate. So when we are observing a materiality at the tip of the nose, then other day 34 cetasika in the jhāvana thought process, mind or thought process, kusala jhāvana arises. That the kusala jhāvana associated with the 34 mentalities. 34 among them, tatramajjhattatā also there. So all of them, they are object of the object of these. All of these mentalities are Patavi dhatu, Abho dhatu, and that. So they are taking the same object. So because you may confuse that Citta Cetasika and Samavahita Lakkhana, if you consider the characteristic of the tatramajjhattatā, it means that tatramajjhattatā has a characteristic of the balancing, characteristic of the water, making other mentality and mentalities to carry out their functions. Then we may think, oh, tatramajjhattatā take Samyutta Dhamma as object. Actually not like this. Tatramajjhattatā and Samyutta Dhamma, they take the same object, rupa object. So why they are taking the same object? Why they are taking the same object? The presence of the tatramajjhattatā keep other mentalities in balance. That way we have to understand. So it is explained with the simile of the charioteer. So in Myanmar we still have in some other places, but it is drawn by a horse. So mostly we use only one horse. So in the ancient time, they may use 2 horses. Nowadays in the village areas, we use a cart. and kettles. So there are two kettles, they are yoked. Okay. Then the person, the farmer, he may sit on the cart and then ropes. He hold the rope and also he hold the stick. Okay. So he trying to push the two cadets to go to go forward. But in the text he are giving is charioteer. It is yoked by the two horses are there. So the two horses are very good. Okay. So but he need to use a rope to tie. He need to hold, and also he has a stick in his hand. But they are going. Okay, they are going equally. So both of the horses are going forward equally. But the way these two horses, they go equally. So naturally also they go then by themselves. But with the help of the charioteer, because he hold the rope. Okay, he hold the rope and also he hold the stick. That's why they are going equally. Okay, so with that with that simile, tatramajjhattatā is explained. So tatramajjhattatā is similar to the charioteer. Okay, so because of the power or influence, the two horses go equally and speedily because of the power or influence of the tatramajjhattatā, influence of the charioteer. So also other mentalities, associated mentalities, they go, okay, they are going, they are working, they are making their respective functions equally because of the presence of the tatramajjhattatā. So that way it is explained. So other die, because of the tatramajjhattatā, so tatramajjhattatā don't make one Cetasika function more, another Cetasika function less. Okay, he don't side with the both any one of the other Cetasikas, but he remain in his seat. He let it lets other mental concomitants function properly. So that is tatramajjhattatā. So there may arise in the Mahadika, Visuddhimagga Mahadika, there is explained is in that. So if tatramajjhattatā, okay, make other mentalities function properly, then how can there be adhipati? Okay, chanda, viriya, citta, vimansa. Okay, these and also citta. So these are adhipati, predominance. So when we do something with a very strong desire, then chanda is the leader. Okay. Then other day chanda is the predominant. So if we say tatramajjhattatā play that kind of a function of maintaining the equal balance, so equanimity, so how adhipati can be there? So then their explanation, the answer is that. So even when, so these adhipati functions, the functions to be performed with the adhipati, there is this tatramajjhattatā. So this tatramajjhattatā does not disturb the function of the adhipati, the function of the chanda, viriya, citta, vimansa. It let them go. But what tatramajjhattatā do is to keep the momentum, or to keep the speed, the power, or the other mentalities in balance. Okay, so that's why in the case of the Sayadaw Dr, so Chanda, Viriya, Citta, Vimansa, so even though one of them is a predominantly leading, okay, to perform their respective functions. And even in that case, tatramajjhattatā may then to function them properly, okay, not go against adipati. So sometimes tatramajjhattatā keep balance, chanda goes very high. So how can there be tatramajjhattatā? We may have that kind of a question. The other time, so tatramajjhattatā do not disturb the function of the chanda, but let them do properly, only that. Okay, viriya also, let them do viriya properly, and also panya also, tatramajjhattatā allow the vimansa, panya, wisdom to function, to perform their function properly. So that's why, so they do not go against one another. Okay. Tatramajjhattatā do not go against in the function of the adipati. So that is about the explanation given in the Mahadika, Visuddhimagga Mahadika, and also regarding the Paccupatthana. It appears in the meditator's mind. Okay. So who practice the meditation, vipassana meditation at that time, tatramajjhattatā cetasika will appear at the mediator, okay, at the mediator to the other mental associated mental concomitants. So that tatramajjhattatā should not be confused that ignoring. Sometimes people say that if you cannot do something, then you ignore. The better you ignore. So tatramajjhattatā is not ignoring the others. Okay? But the tatramajjhattatā is just a wait and see if they are necessary. Okay, it support. If others are necessary to be supported, it is support. So if others are doing their functions well, it let them go, it let them do. So that is tatramajjhattatā. So in Myanmar also, we mostly say that if some of the other people, they maybe children, sons and daughters, they are not obedient to the parents. At that time now, parents, they say, now we ignore them. Whatever they do, they may do. We will not say anything. We will not now add anything regarding with him or with her. Then that is interpreted as the upekha, generally in the common idea. But the Abhidhamma, in the Abhidhamma perspective, that is not the upekha, not the tatramajjhattatā. Tatramajjhattatā is not totally ignoring other people, other things, but it just wait and see. But you may not say anything. Okay, if there is a tatramajjhattatā. So suppose you have a bad, notorious children are not bad, not obedience to your words. Even though you admonish many times, but they don't follow your advice. At that time, what the parent can do is that they just need to wait and see. Sometimes they may fall down. We have to be ready to have them to get up. Okay, to have them to get up. Sometimes they are running their business very well. At that time, we don't say anything. We just remain the same. Okay, by the time they are in need of our help, we are ready to help. Okay, that sort of a nature is tatramajjhattatā. Okay, upekha. So that's why. So in the case of the adhipati, it does not go against with the adhipati. Tatramajjhattatā does not go against adhipati. So chanda is functioning properly, then is let it go, is let them do, is let the chanda do their function properly. But when it is weak, it will support, okay, to upgrade, okay. That's why, so it is explained with the simile of the chariot deer. So if the horses don't go properly, then he will enforce. He will make them to go properly. So like this, that is about the tatramajjhattatā cetasika. Then another one is pairs, 6 pairs. Kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi, 1 pair. Kāyalahuda, cittalahuda, 2nd pair. And then kāyamurudha, cittamurudha, 3rd pair. Kāyakammaññhatā, cittakammaññhatā, 4th pair. And then kāyapāgomñhatā, cittapāgomñhatā, the 5th pair. And then kāyujukkata, cittujukkata, the 6th pair. So altogether 6 pairs are there. Over there, kāyapasaddhi, cittapassaddhi. Okay. Kāyapasaddhi refer, kaya here does not refer to our physical body. Kaya refer to the collection or group. Okay. Our body is called kaya. Why? Because they are many parts are put together. Okay, head, hands, legs, body. Okay, these parts are put together. That's why this physical body is called kaya. So also we can say whatever object which are made of many things together, then we can say it is a kaya. Here in this case also kāyapasaddhi, kaya refer to the combination or group of the mental concomitants. Okay, vedana, sanya, sankhara. Okay, altogether 15 cetasika, 50 cetasika. Okay, 52 cetasika, vedana, sanya, and then sankhara. Altogether 52 cetasika. These 52 cetasikas are collectively called kaya because they work together. So more or less they work together. In the kusala, wholesome case, like that, they work together. So that's why they are collectively called kaya. Here, don't confuse physical body, but the mentality, mental concomitant. So cittapassaddhi, in that case, the citta refer to the mind, okay, consciousness. So kāyapasaddhi, cittapassaddhi, we put together. And then here explanation is kāyacittapassaddhi. Kāyapasaddhi. Passaddhi means the calmness. Okay, calmness of the kaya, mental concomitants, cetasika. Cittapassaddhi is the calmness of the mind. Okay, kāyapasaddhi, cittapassaddhi. So when they arise in our mind, our mentality become very calm and quiet. Okay, so cittapassaddhi, when the cittapassaddhi arises, citta, consciousness, is calm and quiet. So that is the nature of the kāyapasaddhi. Regarding the characteristic of the kāyapasaddhi and cittapassaddhi, here explained kāyacittapassaddhi upasama lakkhana. Okay, kāyacittapassaddhi upasama lakkhana. Upasama, peace. Okay, pacifying. Okay, pacifying. Dharata, Taratha means worry, hot. Okay, being hot. So hotness is specified. Hotness of the mental concomitant, hotness of the mind, consciousness is specified with the what? With these mentalities, kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi. So that's why kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi has a characteristic of the pacifying, okay, the mental concomitants and also consciousness. So sometimes we have a worry. So that worry, even when we are doing good things, other time we may be worried. So when the kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi arises there, so they calm down. So they peaceful. The mentality, our mentality become peaceful. So that is a characteristic of the kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi. It is passion. Passion here means kaya, citta, dharata, nimadana rasa, nimadana rasa. It has nimadana. Madana means destroying, crush. Okay, so sometimes you want to make maybe stone is there as kind of a solid. Then we make it, we crush it to make it a pounder. Okay, to make it into very, very small pieces. So that they call madana. Madana, we crush. We make it something into pounders, pieces. So that they call madana. So here name madana rasa. It has a function of the destroying kaya citta dharata, the worry or the hot or the hotness of the mentalities. Okay, mentality means both the citta and cettasika. So whenever the worry in our mind arises, so that kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi destroy this kind of a worry. So that is the function of the kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi. It has a it is manifested as a what? It manifests in our mind as kāyacitta aparipandana siti bhava pachupatthana. So siti bhava. Siti means peace, calmness. Okay, calm down. So cool. Okay, cool also okay. Coolness. Then also aparipandana. Paripandana means trembling, shaking. Aparipandana, no trembling, no shaking. Okay. Or the what? Mentality, mental concomitants are not trembling, not shaking, but peaceful. And then calm, quiet, cool. Okay, that nature. So it appears in our mind. Whenever these kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi arise in our mind, we can observe that nature, that peaceful nature of the mentality, material mentalities, okay, and also stable nature. We become stable. So without the kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi, we are trembling, shaking. So in this way, this pair of the mentality, kaya and cittapassaddhi, appear in our mind if you contemplate in the meditation. Then padadhana, proximate cause. What is proximate cause here is giving. Proximate cause is mental concomitants and consciousness. Okay, mental concomitants and consciousness. Kaya citta padadhana. So without the other mental concomitants and citta, so how can this mental concomitant pacify? So therefore, the existence or the presence of the consciousness in mental concomitants, that is proximate cause for the rising of the kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi. So in the Abhidhamma Thakata, so they are Attasalini and Visuddhimagga as well. They are explained that in the case of the kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi, etc., for the kaya we have to take three mental aggregate, that is Vedana Khanda, Sanya Khanda, and also Sankhara Khanda. We have to pick up the three khanda or the kaya. For the theta, we have to pick up the Vijnana Khanda group aggregate, consciousness aggregate. We have to take. So here also another explanation. So what is in Myanmar we call say Buddha. Say Buddha, we worry, I worry you, I worry about something and so on. At that time, why it happened? So mental defilements are there. Okay, mental defilements are led by the Odaja, okay, scattering mind. So Odaja and other mental defilements are there. So then other time we are worry. We are worried. So also we feel physically painful, mentally painful. So other time, because of the physical and mental pains, what happened? So we feel unsatisfied, dominasa. Okay, dominasa vedana arises. Dissatisfaction. We don't feel satisfied with the experience we are having. So maybe physical pain we have, then we don't satisfy with that physical pain. Then dominasa vedana arises. Okay, so on the dominasa
I'm sorry, Sayadaw, could you please repeat again?
Again.
When the physical body has some
physical pain, mental pain. Suppose in our body we feel headache. Okay, headache is there. Headache, physical pain. So when the headache arises, what happened to our mind? That is the dominasa vedana. We don't satisfy with the physical pain, with the headache. Then this satisfaction is called dominasa vedana. Okay. So based on this dominasa vedana, okay, Odacha. Okay, our mind start to scatter. We don't know anymore what to do. Okay, which one is good for that headache, or which one is better, and so on. So other than Odaja, scattering mind, okay, arises together with the other mental defilements. Okay, agusala mental aggregate arises. And so at the time, so our body is a dharata, kaya dharata. Mental concomitants are worry. Okay. Mental concomitants are rising together with the worry. Okay. And also consciousness also arise together with the worry. So that is a called ko pure, say pure. Okay. And the physical hotness. Actually, it is not physical hotness. And the physical, based on the physical pain, dominasa vedana arises. In that the dominasa vedana, so together with that the dominasa vedana, dosa mula citta arises, and also other mental concomitants, including Odaja, because Moha, Airika, Anotapa, Odaja. They are four Agusala universes that we are going to study later. So Odaja also arises. Then the more scattering our mind is, at the time, the more worry we become. Okay. mental concomitants become a worry, and also consciousness, akusala citta also become a worry. So that is called kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi. So to dispel that kind of a worry, okay, kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi, then we have to cultivate the kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi. Because these dhamma, these pacifying mental concomitant and also pacifying consciousness. So with their presence, all the worries come down. Okay, so that is explained in the Abhidhamma Athasalini Athagata and also Visuddhimagga Athagata and Mahadika as well. So because of that, because of this function of the dispelling worries in our physical body, worry in our mind, okay, mentality. So as a meditator, if we contemplate on it, it appears as a what? As a what? Siti Bhava Pajupatthana. It appears as a state of being cool, a calmness. Okay. So they are opposite Dhamma. So with this we can understand is that Uddhacca is opposite to the kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi. So whatever condition we encounter in our life, we have to come. People say that calm down, okay? Calm down. That is what we need to, they encourage not to be so worried. The more we worry, the more we are far away from the reality. So that's why they encourage you to calm down like that. So that is that's why we can understand is that Uddhacca is opposite to kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi. Okay. So then to dispel Uddhacca, then to be free from worry, we have to cultivate, we have to make kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi to arise. Okay. Uddhacca wa adingatva sabakilese sanganati. Uddhacca is a leader, okay, at the time of the worry. But not only Uddhacca, so study from Uddhacca, all other mental defilements are start to come down when the kāyacittapassaddhi, cittapassaddhi arises. So then let's go to next one. Kaya lahuta, chitta lahuta. Lahuta means lightness. Lightness of the mental concomitants. Lightness of the consciousness. That is called kaya lahuta, chitta lahuta. So as you say, opposite of the lahuta is garuda. Okay, garuda. Lahuta means lightness. Garuda means heaviness. Okay. So sometimes in Myanmar we call say later. So our mind is so heavy like that. We may also feel like that nature, that kind of a nature. When we are not peaceful, when we are encountering in a bad or the undesirable conditions, our mind becomes very heavy. So that they call Garu Bhava. So, but with the presence of the Kaya Lahuta, Citta Lahuta, this pair of the mental concomitants, so we can dispel, we can pacify the heaviness of the mental concomitants, the heaviness of the mind, consciousness. Then its function is dispelling heaviness of the mental concomitants and consciousness. Okay, as before, we can understand. And also, kāyacittana, ādhandata, pajupatthana. So it manifests in our mind. So when we contemplate on the kaya lahuta, citta lahuta, so it will appear in our mind as lightness. Dhanda means slow. Okay, So if we are heavy, we are getting slower. Okay, slower and slower. If we are light, we are very quick. Okay, adhandata. So it appears in our mind as a what? Lightness. Okay, lightness of the mental concomitants and consciousness. Okay. Then Padadhana is the same as before. Other mental concomitants and then consciousness, the approximate cause for the rising of the Kaya Lahuda, Jeta Lahuda. So here opposite of the Kaya Lahuda, Jeta Lahuda is Tina Maida, sleepiness. Okay. Sleepiness, Tina Maida. So Tina Maida, when the Tina Maida arises, our physical body, our mind also, the process of our mind becomes slower. Okay, so Karu Bhava Kara. Okay, Tina Medas are called as a maker of the heavy maker. Okay, maker, they make people, they make mentalities and to be very heavy. Okay, so that the physical body also become heavy. We cannot move anymore if we are getting sleepy. So opposite to Kaya Lahuda, Jeta Lahuda is a Tina Maida. We can understand that. So not only Tina Maida is a leader. When the Tina Maida arises, Akusala Jeta also arises. Sasankarika Jeta, okay, arises. Akusala Sasankarika Jeta arises. So together with that Jeta, other mental concomitants also arise together. Okay. So all of these Cetasikas become heavy because of the Tina Maida. So, but it has a remedy. Okay, there is a remedy to dispel that heaviness of the mentality, materiality, that is to replace with the Kaya Lahuda, Jeta Lahuda. Okay, lightness of the physical and mental mental concomitants as well as consciousness. So when we practice a meditation, what happens? So with the presence of the Kaya Lahuda, Jeta Lahuda, we can shift. Okay, so from this object to that object. For example, other time we are taking mental ultimate reality as object, maybe Phasa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, and so on. So also Pathavi Dhatu, Abho Dhatu, and so on. So we can shift very quickly from one object to another. Okay. So also from the one perception to another. Sometimes we see a nature, impermanent characteristics or the conditioned things. Sometimes, so from that perception, we can move. We can easily move up to the perception of the dukkha, suffering, and also to the perception of the anatta. So the shifting from one object to another, one perception to another in meditation practice, Lahudas are very helpful to make it quickly, to run fastly, okay, and also to get we can go forward order or backward order like that. So samasana is like that. We have to contemplate repeatedly. Okay, we have to contemplate mentality, materiality repeatedly, back and to and fro, okay, forward and backward. So that therefore in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta also the Buddha instruct is that Ajata Kaya Nupasiviyati Ajata Kaya to Vaheda Kaya and Veda Kaya to Ajata Kaya, like that. And also both Ajata and Veda Kaya. So to be able to shift from that, in the meditation, so the role of the Lahuda is very important. Okay, so Lahuda played a very important role. Otherwise, it becomes slow. We are very slow to make it, to move from one object to another, one perception to another, one perspective to another perspective. So like that. So Tina Meda is opposite to Lahuda. So not only Tina Meda, let Agusala and Oza mentalities led by the Tina Meda, we can understand. So with the help of the Lahuda Cetasikas, so when we are doing Kusala functions, for example, charity, morality, giving service to the senior citizens, okay, and also listening to the Dhamma, and also preaching the Dhamma. So in that case, so we become a faster, okay, faster. We are very active. Okay, we will be very active. So because of Lahuda, and then so our mentalities are processing very quickly, so that our physical body also become very active. Okay, so Jitija Rupa, so because of whatever Jita arises in our mind, that produce Jita born matters. Okay, Jita born matters are there. That Jita born matter also become a lighter. Okay, so also other Gamma born matters, Udu born matter, Ada born matter, they become a lighter and lighter. So finally, the whole physical body become a very light. Okay. So when that Lahuda Cetasika have a chance to combine, okay, to be united with the BD, okay, like Omega BD. So maybe you may feel like that your physical body is rising up, okay, because it is so light. Okay, our mentality is so light. Because being free from the unwholesome mentalities, so it produces our physical body. Chitta matters become very light. And then if it is combined or joined with the PD when we are practicing meditation, then we may feel that you are flying in the sky. Okay. So also there in the Dajjaka Sutta, so there is one story in the Sri Lanka ancient time. So one of the novice, he is cleaning Mahajidi. He is cleaning the dust from the Mahajidi. At that time he sleep. He sleep from the Mahajidi, from the very high place. So what the meditation object he take at the moment is a Buddha object. He reflected.
I'm sorry, Sayadaw. You say he was sleeping?
Sleep. No sleep.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He sleep fall down. Okay. So so at that time, suddenly he remembered Buddha's virtue. He reflected on the Buddha's virtue of the Buddha. Then, so his body does not fall down to the ground, but it remains as if he is flying in the sky. Okay, because of the reflecting on the virtue of the Buddha, piti arises in his mind. So that time, Lahuda, Citta Lahuda, Kaya Lahuda also join together with the piti. So that piti made together with the help of the Lahuda, so make his body fly in the sky. Don't fall down directly, don't fall down to the ground. So there is such a story, and that story happened in Sri Lanka, ancient Ceylon. So that sort of powerful conscious, mental concomitant is there. So next pair of the Cetasika is Kaya Mudutta and Citta Mudutta. Okay, Kaya Mudutta, Citta Mudutta are there. Mudu is a softness. Okay, softness of the mental concomitants, Kaya Mudutta. Softness of the consciousness, and that is Citta Mudutta. Kaya, the opposite to softness is a roughness. Okay, Tada Bhava. Tada Bhava, roughness. So Mudu Bhava, softness. So opposite to the Mudu Bhava, softness is Tada Bhava, roughness. So when the Kaya Mudutta, Citta Mudutta, softness of the mentalities and consciousness arises at that time, so it calm down, calm down the roughness of the roughness of the mental concomitants and consciousness. Kaya Citta, Tamba, Upasama, Lakkhana, also we can say Tamba, also the same. Tada, Tamba is a stiffness, Tada, roughness. Kaya Citta Tada Bhava, Naimadana Rasa, it has a function of dispelling, destroying, removing the roughness or stiffness of the mentalities, that is Citta and Cetasika. And then Apadighata Pachupatthana, it has it appears in our mind as not striking. Pachupatthana, 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 Apadiga Pachupatthana. Patiga means striking, as if it appears in our mind, because it is a mudu soft. When it is strike to the others, we start to feel what it is rough. So when something remain alone, we feel it is soft. Okay. So also here at Apadiga Pachupatthana, when we contemplate on the Kaya Lahuda and Citta Lahuda, it appears in our mind that the Citta and Cetasika do not contact with the object, as if it does not contact to the object. It appears in our mind. There is a no striking, okay, no striking between mentality and materiality. Mentality is what? Mentality is Citta and Cetasika. Materiality is object. Okay, so it appears in our mind as apadiga, no striking between Citta Cetasikas and their object. So Padathana is the same Kaya Citta, or it is Citta and Cetasika. The approximate cause for the Kaya Mudutta, Citta Mudutta to arise. So the Dhamma, the mentality that make our mind rough, okay, that make our mind rude, okay, that is what? Mana. Okay, mana. So conceit is there. Whenever conceit arises, depending on our wealth, our status, our name, our fame, then we become very rapid, we become aggressive, okay, because of mana. So also deity, if we have a wrong view thinking that I, okay, it is I, my body, my position, my possession, and so on, then with the presence of the mana and deity, we become a very rough, we become aggressive to the object. Okay, so our mentality becomes very tough. Okay, very tough and very strong, very stiffness, tadabhava. So the mentality that makes our mind stiff, rough, and rude, that is what deity and mana. Okay, so deity and mana are opposite to the kaya lahuda, citta lahuda. Okay, so whenever deity arises, we think it is the I. Okay, so and also we regard that there is atta. Okay, atta is there. So when mana arises, then so I conceit is in there. Ahangara, mamangara, mana. So I conceit is in there. So other day, here explained with the simile of what? Simile of a snake. Okay, snake mostly swallow the beings. So someday, unfortunately, the snake think a log, okay, maybe wooden stick, okay, as his food. Then he tried to swallow it. So other day, because what he swallow is a wood, then his body become very stiff, cannot move, cannot bend. Okay. So also here, if our mind is with the mana and deity, what happened to us? So it is like a snake which that swallow the wood. Okay, so we become very tough, very rough. So these Muruda Cetasikas are diametrically opposite to these deity and mana. That's why. So long as we have a deity and manas are so dominant, other time we don't feel our softness of our mentality, citta and cetasika. So to become a what? To become a soft in our mentality, what you have to remove is deity and mana. Okay. So next one, next where we go, that is kaya kamanyata, citta kamanyata. Kamanyata, kamaniya, that is adaptability. Okay, adaptability, flexibility of the mind, of the cittasikas and cittas. So is the opposite is, and it is opposite is what rigidity, not flexible. Okay, not flexible, not adaptable. So that is, so when kaya kamanyata, citta kamanyata, these two cettasika arises in our mind. So our mentality become peaceful and then become more adaptable, okay? More adaptable to the objects, to the conditions. So then it has a function of the kāyacittana, agamanya bhava, nematana rasa. It has a function of the what? Dispelling, removing rigidity of the mentality. So it appears in our mind as aramana garana sambati pachupatthana. Aramana garana sambati. So aramana garana sambati. Citta cetasika, kaya cittana, aramana garana sambati pachupatthana. So being, how to translate that one? Sambati means perfection in making or in taking the object, perfectly taking the object. So mentality, materiality are perfectly able to take an object. So with the presence of the kaya kamanyata, citta kamanyata, adaptability of the citta and cittasika, so these cittasika become more easier to take the object, okay, because of it is adaptability. So that's why in the meditator's mind, these cetasika appear as a what the mentality that make it perfect for that make a citta and cetasika perfect for taking the object, okay, in taking the object. Padadana is a proximate cause, is a citta and cetasika. They are proximate cause as before, as usual. The opposite to the what? Opposite to this kaya kamanyata, citta kamanyata, adaptability, or the mentality is that the remaining nivaranas, the remaining defilements, remaining here means apart from the Odaja, Kokaja, okay. So then it is led by the Kamachanda nivarana, okay. So sensual desire. So sensual desire, when the sensual desire arises, what happened to us? We are reluctant. So we have a sensual desire means that we have an attachment to the pleasant object. So because of that, we feel reluctant. We are not adaptable to do dana, sila, bhavana. Suppose more obvious is that you see very attractive object, then we want to get it. We cannot control the mind. So then we are easy to violate the rules, easy to break the precept. So that's why it became a difficult. With the presence of the Kamachanda Nivarana, it is difficult for us to be adaptable, to observe morality, okay, to be adaptable for the practice of the dana, sila, bhavana, and so on. So that's why these other mental hindrances and mental developments led by the Kamachanda Nivarana. They are the opposite to the kaya kamanyata, citta kamanyata. So with the help of the kaya kamanyata, citta kamanyata, we are easy, we are adaptable to appreciate the virtue of the Buddha, the virtue of the Dhamma, the virtue of the Sangha. So it is something like a what? Simile is a giving with a gold. Okay, gold is adaptable to the fire. So when the fire, so how do you say, goldsmith? Okay, goldsmith. So goldsmiths, when they want to make ornaments with the gold, so they have to burn. They have to use a fire. So with the fire, they try to make it soft and tender or adaptable. So that nowadays we have many beautiful ornaments made of the gold. So also here, kaya kamanyata, citta kamanyata is similar to the gold. Okay. So is the opposite also, we already know. Kaya bhagunyata, citta bhagunyata. So that one. Kaya bhagunyata, citta bhagunyata, it is a what? Bhagunata, bhagunata, bhagunata. So bhagunata means a state of it. It is bhaguna. Let me see that what. Kaya bhagunyata. How to translate Bhagonyata in English? Bhagonyata. Okay. So cleverness.
Is like a proficiency.
Proficiency. Bhagunata. Yeah.
Bhagonyata.
Bhaguna. So it means repeatedly. So Bhagonyata derived from the Pali word Bhaguna. Bhaguna means we learn repeatedly. For example, for the same verse, we learn repeatedly. So also for the art, for the skill, we train repeatedly so that we are skillful. Okay, so that we are skillful. So also we take care of our physical body. Okay, our physical body, our mentality. So not to by refraining from the raw food, unsuitable food, and so on, so that what happens, we feel no disease, okay, free from the disease. So Bhagonya. So one is proficiency, okay, and also skillfulness. Another is healthiness, okay, healthiness. So Bhagonyata here, healthiness of the state of being healthy. Cetasika also. This mental Cetasika make other samyutta dhammas to be healthy. Okay. Kaya Bhagonyata, Citta Bhagonyata. That's why here explained characteristic of the Kaya Bhagonyata, Citta Bhagonyata is Kaya Cittana Akhilanya Bhava Lakhana. It has a characteristic of the being healthy. Okay, characteristic of the being healthy or the Cetasika and Cittas. Okay, being Akhilanya, Akhilana. Khilana Sabhava, Khilanya, state of being sick, okay, being sick or sickness. Khilanya is the sickness, but the Bhagonyata is healthiness. Okay, being healthy. So it has a character. These Kaya Bhagonyata, Citta Bhagonyata has a characteristic of the state of being healthy of the Citta and Cetasikas. So also it has a function of removing, dispelling sickness of the mind, Citta and Cetasika. So also it has a it appears in our mind as a niradinawa, no danger. Okay, it appears as in our mind as a danger free from danger, straight up being free from the danger. It approximate cause is a kāyacittā. Okay, Citta and Cetasika, they are approximate cause for the arising of the Kaya Bhagonyata, Citta Bhagonyata. So its opposite is asadhiya, etc. So mental developments that mental developments led by the not believing in the karma is a result, not believing in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Okay, because of that, if we do not believe in the Buddha and Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, virtue of the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, and also karma is a result. It means our mentalities, our mind, Citta and Cetasika are not healthy, sick. Okay, that's why this asadhiya, okay, asadhiya, Citta, Cetasika, they are opposite to the Kaya Bhagonyata, Citta Bhagonyata. Okay, so the sickness of the mind, Okay, real sickness of the mind is mental defilements. So when the mental defilement arises, our mind is sick. Okay, so to replace it with that, we have to believe in the karma is a result, as well as we believe in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Out of belief in the karma is a result, we were refrain from doing evil things because we know clearly about the action and reaction. So that's why sometimes some people you may see they are very reluctant, very sick to do good things. Okay, they are not interested in doing good things, even if they are forced to do good things, they do unwillingly. So that is what they are sick. They are being sick with the defilements or with the kilesa virus are there. Okay, kilesa virus are there. So when by these kilesa virus and bacteria are there, then we will not be healthy. So to dispel that kind of kilesa virus and bacteria, we have to replace with the kaya bhagunyata, healthiness, okay, proficiency, healthiness of the citta and cittasika. So the last one is a kāyacittapassaddhi, cittujukata. So ujukata, ujuka means straightness, okay, straight uprightness. Uprightness of the cittasika, uprightness of the mind, citta. That is called kāyacittapassaddhi, cittujukata. It has a characteristic of the kāyacitta ajava lakhana. Ajava means uju bhava, uprightness of the. It has a characteristic of the uprightness of mentalities and materiality. So, and also kudila bhava naimadana rasa. Kudila bhava kani. So the opposite to the uprightness is a kani, mischievous. Okay, cheating, kudila bhava. So not that straightforward. So many twists and turns are there. So for some people who are lack of the kāyacittapassaddhi, cittujukata, they use many tricks. They are very tricky persons. Okay. So, but with the presence of the kāyacittapassaddhi, cittujukata, that the tricky nature of the mentality are dispelled or removed. Because it is this is the function of the kāyacittapassaddhi, cittujukata. And also ajimata pachupatthana itappiya in our mind as ajimata means not bending, okay, not bending, not carving, but the straightness. Itappiya in our mind as the straightness of the mentality, materiality. Is a proximate cause is citta and cittasika. Okay, citta and cittasika, they are proximate cause for the kāyacittapassaddhi, cittujukata to arise. So that is opposite to the maya, satya. Okay, sometimes they pretend. So people they pretend they are not actually good person, but they pretend to be good. So they try to conceal their mistakes, their sins, their offense. So they try to cover up, and also they try to cheat other people. So these are the opposite to the kāyacittapassaddhi, cittujukata. So why these things are these spheres, okay, are explained in these actually altogether 12 dhamma. So 12 cittasikas are put into the pair. Why? Okay. So because of these natures can happen in two ways. It can happen in the cittasika as well as in the citta. That's why the Buddha explained dividing into two things. One thing is straighten, for example, calmness of the physical, calmness of the cittasika, calmness of the citta, like that. So that is about the 19 Sovana beautiful Cetasikas. Okay, beautiful universal mental concomitants. So please try to keep these beautiful consciousness in your mind so that you will be very beautiful in your life. So thank you so much for listening. Buddha Sasana Jiran Daitadu, Buddha Sasana Jiran Daitadu, Buddha Sasana Jiran Daitadu, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.